Ogulu of Surulere Ogulu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I join my other colleagues in commending the mover of the motion. It is a wake-up call for all of us in the National Assembly and equally in the executive. Mr. Speaker, if you go by the prayer of the motion, it seems that we are calling the executive to do the right thing. That is the resolution I'm seeing here. But at the same time, I'm very, very sure, Mr. Speaker, when the executives finish over there, they will still refer back to the National Assembly calling for a legal framework to do anything. Because they are complaining. We have many issues that have been raised, starting from the moral, talking of the funding, but I think funding is the major issue. If you are going by the budgetary allocation, Mr. Speaker, maybe 10% or 7%, whichever, has just been released, and this is we are moving towards December. Mr. Speaker, that means that we should be thinking of how do we fund in education outside the box. Mr. Speaker, and I'm very sure because there's still fund. We have fund in this nation. It is only we are channeling towards where we think the priority belongs to. Just last week, the executive approved about 100 billion for the dualization of the Nasarawa road there. Fine, we really need it. But at the same time, Mr. Speaker, we have ecological fund. We have service-wide vote fund. That it is the act of this National Assembly that make this happen, that make this fund giving them to the executive to work on. Mr. Speaker, if you can use your good office to create a commission for the Northeast that is working now, Mr. Speaker, we can make a fund, a special fund for the education in this nation, by creating special fund that will be there for us to make use of it in developing infrastructure of the institution in the all over the nation. Mr. Speaker, the crying over there, outside there, is about infrastructure. If we can create a fund for the development of infrastructure in the whole university, it will help us a lot. Mr. Speaker, there's another thing that we need to look into. Federal institutions are paying about 35,000 naira as a school fees. And beside, in the same state, Nigerian citizens are paying about 260, 270,000 for the state university. There's need for us to come together. There's need for us to work on this. We are all in the same nation, going for the same market, getting money from the same source. And there's varies in the paying of the school fees. There's need for us to do a lot of things. By coming together, deliberate together, and come up with a resolution that will move this nation, education of this nation forward. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this privilege. I so submit.